welcome back. Another little short one today. Today I actually just wanted to do something a little bit more down-tempo, a little bit more relaxed. Kind of definitely active recovery day, or do you know what, you are just getting out of bed and maybe things are not functioning the way that they normally do because, I don't know, a couple of sisters made you do terrible things. Let's find our way onto our backs, because that's where we're going to start off. And so I wanted to kind of start here, because honestly, you might even be able to do some of these while you're still in bed, if that's kind of your thing. We're starting off from kind of a relaxed position here, exploring what's going on, wiggling our fingers, our toes. Enough. Starting to shift the weight around. Let's draw our legs into our chest. You might start off just kind of one at a time here. Maybe our hips are limiting, maybe our glutes are tight. You can check from side to side, see if there's any major differences. Sometimes as we squeeze in, we may feel a little tightness or distractions in our low back. And eventually though, both of our knees will come in towards our chest. And this might be kind of more relaxed, staying fairly open. You may even be able to draw in a little bit. It's completely up to you. But let's move around just a bit. So up and down. Maybe a little side to side. We'll hold on to our right leg and allow the sole of our left foot to find the mat. And let's send that right leg up. A little pointing and flexing of the foot when we get there. Now as we kind of settle and just enjoy this shape, let's remind ourselves trying to keep both of our hips on the mat and both of our shoulders on the mat or bed, whatever. Point and flex, little side to side. And so we'll take it to that figure 4 stretch. Right knee comes back in. A little squeeze, crossing our ankle over the thigh, create that figure 4 shape. So flex toes, and that right knee starts to travel forward. Shoulders, head, still relaxing. Okay. Of course, I like to add a little rock here. It doesn't have to be much, but shifting from one hip to the other, starting to check in with our obliques and our core, and moving a little bit side to side with our spine. Let's come back to center. Right knee draws back in. Let's send that right leg up. So same thing as before, a little point and flex. Now, perhaps we're feeling good enough to just stay right here. Okay. Some may wish to kind of relax the arms. Okay. Just enjoy staying within your own strength, pushing through the heel, trying to get that leg nice and tall. And then how about we all point our right big toe? Okay, so if you are still holding on with the hands, let's allow them to come down. With our big toe, we start drawing those little circles. You may remember this from a little while ago. Little circles, just rolling around the ankle. Well, then our circles get a little larger. Through the leg down to the hip. Now can we slow down here? There's no rush. Move under control. Every degree of travel here. But allow these circles to gradually get a little larger. How about we go around one more time? We're going to change directions. Okay, so we can start wide, traveling in the opposite direction, and getting a little smaller every time around. There's no rush. Eventually, when we get to the top, it's the ankle, the foot, and just the tip of that toe. Right knee comes in, great big squeeze. Let's send our left leg forward all the way out here, moving into a spinal twist, so our left hand is going to help us across. Right arm opens, and start your journey. So we're coming across the body with that right leg. Letting our breath unwind or create some space in the low back here. Can we breathe openness across our collar? Take our breath perhaps all the way up to the crown of the head and continue the twist so the head's turning away from that knee. Just breathing. Then let's come back. Both knees come in, great big squeeze. Right foot finds its way down. I'm just gonna shift away from the wall a little bit here. So right foot finds its way down. Left leg, let's start by sending it up. Same thing as before, just little points and flex or roll from side to side. And house the calf and the hamstrings, glutes, low back, anything going on here that perhaps we need to be mindful of. Maybe spending a breath or two extra if we need it on this side. But eventually we will find figure four stretch. Okay. So, knee comes in, ankle comes across, flexed foot, and a little external rotation, taking that left knee forward. Just hanging out and breathing. At this point, I'm hoping you are aware of some of the options, and if you'd rather go into any of the different expressions of this, you can. Or if you're just following with me, it's that little bit of a rock, side to side. No rush. Left knee comes back in. Great big squeeze. Then we'll send that leg up. So same thing as before. Okay, take a few moments, get yourself adjusted. You're welcome to hang on with your hands for as long as you need, adding resistance if you'd like. Or you can start playing with that kind of inverted warrior 3 position here, pushing through the heel, bringing those toes down towards the heart. Pointing our toes up, little circles. Starting small, no rush. Becoming larger, progressively. If you find that you start really swinging that leg around, maybe pause, and then restart. Just see if we can move, again, as if you have to push your leg through the air. Every degree of travel, mindful. And no rush, but when you get to your largest circle, pause, change directions. Smaller and smaller. Foot, the ankle, the tip of the toe, and then our left knee comes in. Right leg goes forward. And the right hand helps us. Big breath. Exhale across. Now open. Can we get our chest, our collar? How can we let our breath move through the low back, through the hips, through the glutes, to relax, to release? Let's take 3 deep breaths. After our third, bringing it back. Everything comes in. We're going to move to a seated position. So there's no rush here. Maybe take a few breaths, a few moments, rocking up and down the length of the spine. And then you can choose just a comfortable seat. Or again, perhaps, if we are doing this in bed, we're just going to swing our legs off the side of the bed. This helps make sure that we're not putting too much weight back in our hips and kind of compressing that low back. Nice tall spine wherever you're at. So core switches on, heart lifts, shoulders relaxed, down and away. Just a little bit of movement with our neck that we all enjoy here. So dropping our chin down to the chest. And let's take the chin straight up to the sky. So all the way up. And then back down to the chest. And there's no rush. We're going to do that one more time. And so straight up. And down. And from our chest, So we'll move through a few of those head rolls. So slowly taking it up to one shoulder, the ear finding the way to the shoulder, chin lifts just a bit, and then back down to the chest. So those crescent shapes. Okay, going up to the other side, chin lifts a little bit, and back down. Let's go side to side. We do one more in each direction. Bringing ourselves up, looking towards the horizon. We'll shrug and roll. Okay, seated twist. So again, same thing, from a seat or edge, or legs just hanging off the edge of a bed or a chair. Breath in, nice tall spine. Left hand comes across. Okay. Might just be something as simple as this. And it comes across, heart lifts, and let's start to turn to the right side. Okay. Right hand can come behind us, pressing down to continue lifting our spine up. Adding just a little twist here. And activate your shoulders a bit. So find some strength. See if we can draw our shoulder blades together behind the back and take our heart forward and around. Bringing ourselves back through to center. We'll try the other side. Right hand comes across. Okay, so either to knee. The same thing's available. You know, if your legs are straight in front of you, same thing's available here. Big breath. Shoulders active, down and away. Let's return to center. Okay, a little shrug, a little roll, a little reset. Okay, so we're going to move to a standing position. Okay. So however you need to get there, let's bring ourselves up to that standing place. Okay, nice tall spine, squeezing our glutes, getting our tailbone under, shoulders down and away. Arms sweep up overhead, big breath. Maybe take them wide, go up, and then exhale down to heart center. And it's the same thing. Inhale up, and exhale. One more like that. Take it up overhead. But this time when you come down, bring your hands behind your back. So reverse the movement, swing wide, hands come together behind the back, clasp those knuckles, draw them down, and open the chest. Okay, so we're pulling back on our shoulders, still squeezing our glutes, getting our tailbone under. Okay, so we're going to try this range. Again, inhale, arms go wide up, and exhale, behind the back. Clasp, draw down, lift the heart. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale. And releasing hands. Let's bring them down to heart center. A little shrug, a little roll, a little reset. And just playing with our balance. Just a moment here. Left foot is going to stay planted. Our right knee, let's bring it forward and up. Okay, so the knee will come to about hip height. The foot can just hang at a natural angle. Of course, you're welcome for that dorsiflexion if you would prefer. Okay, so a little balance check. Maybe it's, again, early morning, we have to hold on to something. Okay, let's allow our right foot to come down. Same thing, other side. So right foot presses, left knee forward, up. Place it down. Okay. Let's shake it out. We're going to give ourselves some room forward. So this means we're going to step closer to the back edge of our mat. And we're going to transition from balance into a lunge, into a stepping lunge. Right knee is what's going to move, so our left foot stays planted. Here's our balance, same thing. Knee comes up, and we're going to take a breath here. And as you exhale, shift forward and step. And now, of course, might be short, might be long, but we'll reset that. Okay, so we're kind of catching ourselves here. We're shifting from the balance into that lunge. Trying the other side, left knee. Okay. And we're going to do one more. Okay, so this forward stepping lunge. Can you get further forward? Last one here. Little shake out. We're going to step closer to the top edge of our mat into our backward stepping lunges. So let's start. Same thing. Left foot is going to stay forward. Right knee comes up. Then we're going to hinge from the waist, step back, land your lunge. Okay, balance might be an issue. Okay, stepping forward, inhale and exhale. Let's try left knee up. That hinge, we are under control. Big step, land. Forward. One more time. So the hinge and shoot, weight shifts. Okay. This is, again, just reminding us of where those lunge positions are. Step it in, shake it out. Let's bring our feet a little wider. Okay? So towards the edges of your mat, if you're on your mat, or just maybe a little bit wider than shoulder distance if we're not using a mat today. We've just stepped off of our bed. Okay, arms go up overhead, big breath. And as you exhale, we're going to deep dive over those legs. So folding. And really good time here to grab a little ragdoll. So elbows, a little shake of the head, a little nod of the head, transferring weight forward and back, side to side. Let's bring our hands to shins, inhale. And we're slowly going to roll ourselves all the way up, exhale. Inhale, arms. And deep dive all over again. So big sweep wide. Same thing, a little ragdoll. Forward, back, side, side. Now, this time if you're feeling a little bit more adventurous and you would like to start moving deeper into your forward fold, as in maybe bringing the fingers or the palms towards the mat, or, forward folds are not our game today, finding some support, but we can press through the heels, press back into those hips, and think of drawing our heart forward. So we're trying to keep that nice long spine. Even if we don't go very low, we can still create those long lines, tall spine. bring our hands onto shins, roll ourselves all the way up. Big breath overhead. Little shrug, roll, reset. Okay. So from a standing position, you can bring your feet closer together. You can keep them wide if you would like. I'm just going to move into a little bit of an upper back shoulder stretch. Now, if you have a very good eagle pose with your bound arms, you're welcome to it. I'm just going to do the crossed arms with the hug today. So let's start. Arms nice and wide. Okay. Left arm is going to come forward first. Right arm comes underneath. Okay. So here's your option. If you have the bind, go for it. But otherwise, same thing. But then we're going to reach across and just hold on to opposite shoulders here. So give yourself a very well-deserved hug, especially if it's the morning or a day after a workout. And after a few breaths, if you like, you can start to lift the elbows. Okay, so fire up the glutes, stay protected in your low back, and then take your elbows a little higher. Okay, the same as possible. Okay, if we are in that bind, but lift. Release everything down. Unwind. Shrug, roll, reset. Try the other side. So right arm forward, left arm under. Okay, just giving ourselves a very, very well-deserved hug today. Okay, taking some time. Fire up the glutes. Okay, so strong as we lift. And release. Once again, shrug, roll, reset. Now I'd like to just show you a little bit of a different option for a forward fold, something that I really enjoy playing with. But we're going to keep a little bit more of a narrow stance. Okay, so strong midsection, tall spine. Let's go up with the arms, same thing as before. And as we exhale, we fold deeply over the legs. Now here is a really good time to just listen, ragdoll fold, little shrug, little nod, whatever it is that you need, lots of support. And if we can get kind of our fingers towards the mat, think of pushing down to the heels, up into the hips, pulling forward with the heart, and then you can kind of play with shifting weight around here. And so I like using kind of the hands to guide me, maybe just allowing the shoulders shift a little bit side to side by moving one set of palms to the mat. Or maybe even we can add a little sideways journey. Okay? Still trying to keep those nice long legs, but walking the fingers from side to side. As we're doing this, once again, a little shake of the head no, a little nod of the head yes. Whatever it is that you are doing here is just us exploring, breathing. Let's rise. Shrug, roll, reset. Stepping our feet just a little bit wider, so again, maybe to about shoulder distance. We're going to point our toes out, engaging our core. Start sitting your hips back into a little bit of a squat. Okay, so a little bit of a squat, going back. Okay, hands can come forward, of course, might stay at heart or on our thighs. We'll lift back up. We're going to try that again. So inhale up, exhale, we sit. Inhale and exhale to stand. One more just like that, big breath. And we're going to add on, so we're getting a little more dynamic. Just one additional movement, going all the way back to that balance that we tried at the very beginning. Okay, so we're going to start by keeping our left leg on the ground. Inhale, exhale, we squat. Okay, inhale and exhale as you stand, shift to your left and bring your right knee up. Yep. Take a breath. Let's step it down. Try the other side. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay. Let's do one more, each side. A little shake, a little shimmy. Okay. For today, that's it. Okay. I'm hoping that you're feeling maybe a little bit warmer, a little bit more loose if it's first thing. As I said, might be an active recovery, whatever works for you. Okay. For today, I'm Aaron. Of course, if there's anything that you want to see, might be something simple like this, might be something more complicated, let me know. Reach out to me. Love questions, love feedback. Okay, but until next time, have fun.